Oof. What the pennies do for Big Ben, this does for the world, Edgar explained. Who do you think it is who is speaking to you? Well, sometimes I think it is God, and then I think no, God would have a deeper voice, Edgar said with a thoughtful smile. Would you care for a prune, doctor? Oh no, thank you. I was just leaving, Sinclair said, backing toward the door. But you have just arrived. Oh, careful. I have no idea how the thing works. All I know is that the voice tells me what it needs and I get it, Edgar cautioned. Goodbye, Mr. Witherspoon. You keep up the good work. We could call it a sculpture. Would that make my niece happy? What? Oh no. If you happen to run across an old tuba, would you bring it by? I need it in 2 hours, Edgar requested. Cynthia, do not do this to me. Uncle Edgar, please, the niece pleaded later, as the authorities arrived to take Edgar away for observation. It is just for 3 days while they observe you. It is too long. It has to be maintained, kept in balance, Edgar protested. Mr. Witherspoon, you hear voices. That is not normal. You must understand that, Sinclair said, trying to be gentle. You hear voices, too. No, healthy people do not hear voices. You hear mine, do you not? That is not the same thing. Why? What is the difference between a sane man hearing a crazy voice and a crazy man hearing a sane voice? Maybe the truth is somewhere in the middle, Edgar challenged. You do not understand the risk you are taking, Edgar warned. I knew it. There goes Tatoa. What is Tatoa? A tiny island in the South Pacific. What time is it? 3:17? At 3:17 in the afternoon, Tatoa became history because of you, Edgar said, his face pale. Please, weather is still time. It will take me days to clean up this junk. Keep her away from it. Remember Tatoa? Edgar murmured as he was led away. Classic St. Coast. Tired, feeling useless, he created. Typical delusion of grandeur that he was vital to the world's survival. Poor Uncle Edgar. You will take good care of him, will you not? The niece asked. Mideast stalemate continues. Congress passes Transportation Act. And in the South Pacific, the tiny island of Tatoa is destroyed by a tidal wave. Details on this and all the news in an hour, the radio blared in the doctor's office. Did he say Tatoa? Sinclair whispered. Yes, the number for the Chronicle, please. Thank you. Hello, I want to check on a news story. I just heard something on the radio about a tidal wave destroying an island. Yes, that is it. Are there any details? 1,000. Really? When this afternoon? I mean, exactly what time? Thank you. Miss Walker. Yes, doctor. Tatoa was destroyed at 3:17 this afternoon, Sinclair confirmed, his hands shaking. Is that bad? Last week, Santa Barbara was hit by an earthquake. I am not taking any chances. Oh my God, the landlady. She will destroy it. Santa Barbara? Get Mr. Witherspoon released immediately. Drive him home. You personally as fast as you can. Do not touch the thing. You did not, did you? You have not touched anything or moved anything. Not yet. Sinclair barked into the telephone. Why? Because this is the creation of a disordered mind. And by studying it, analyzing it just exactly as he left it, I can come to a deeper insight into Mr. Witherspoon's problem. He is a lunatic. What else do you have to know? No. It is not that simple. I cannot rent this place with garbage in it, Mrs. Milligan complained. All right, I will rent it. You? Yes. I will give you double what you are getting. I will be up later with the check. Thank you, Mrs. Mulligan, Sinclair said, hanging up the phone. He has escaped. Excuse me, Mr. Witherspoon. Mr. Witherspoon. Should I call the cops? No. Everything is going to be fine. You have a handkerchief? Oh, yes. Yes, right away, Sinclair said, catching up to the elderly man. Thanks. That lady had me dressed so fast. I left mine behind. Mr. Witherspoon, I don't know how to begin to apologize. Nothing in my training had prepared me for a case like yours, Sinclair admitted, his head bowed. Well, nice meeting you. Where are you going? Away, finally, after 11 years, Edgar said, looking toward the horizon. But what about Tough? The voice spoke to me while I was in your hospital. It said, Edgar, have you ever been to Miami? I said no, but I used to think it would be a nice place to retire. Go for it, the voice said. You are off duty. You mean all this is not necessary anymore? Sure it is. It is absolutely essential. The world still has to be kept in balance. So who is going to? And look, it needs adjusting already. That is it. Now, if I can just get a ping-pong ball in there by 7:13. Well, I guess we solved that little problem. I would get cracking if I was you, Edgar suggested, handing over a pair of pliers.
Impossible.
I refuse. Jeremy, really, you will grow to like it. Give it a chance. So long. Do not take any wooden nickels. Unless you really need them, of course, Edgar said, disappearing into the city streets. Mr. Witherspoon. No, a tambourine. I have to find a tambourine right away. Can you help me? Do you know where I can find a tambourine? Sinclair asked the air, suddenly realizing he was alone, holding a pair of pliers, the weight of the entire planet resting squarely on his shoulders. If in the next few months you notice that there has been a spate of catastrophes, or things are just not going right, remember that Edgar Witherspoon's replacement is learning how to make some precise adjustments. Do not worry, his education will not last long. And then you will have a chance to make a difference. Perhaps you might give thanks to a physician whose practice extends to the well-being of the entire planet. Dr. Jeremy Sinclair offers a unique form of preventative medicine found only in the Twilight Zone. The weight of the world is a heavy burden. Though most people choose to live their lives entirely unaware of the intricate mechanisms that keep existence from unraveling. They walk through their days concerned with the trivialities of traffic, the price of coffee, or the shifting weather, oblivious to the fact that just beyond the veil of the ordinary, there exists a delicate, shimmering architecture of reality that requires constant, meticulous, and often absurd maintenance. Dr. Jeremy Sinclair was a man of science. He was a man of logic, of clinical observations, and of structured empirical data. His world was composed of neat rows of file folders, the quiet hum of an air conditioner, and the predictable rhythms of his psychiatric practice. He believed in the solidity of the earth beneath his feet and the reliability of the ticking clock on his wall. He believed that everything at its core could be explained through the lens of human psychology. He was entirely, wonderfully wrong. The disruption to Dr. Sinclair's ordered existence arrived in the form of Mrs. Milligan, a tenant who lived in the same apartment building as one of his most puzzling, and perhaps most frustrating, patients. Mrs. Milligan was a woman of rigid standards and little patience for eccentricity. She sat in the chair opposite the doctor, her hands tightly clutching her purse as if she were holding onto the very last shred of her sanity. "He is crazy," she stated, her voice trembling with a mix of indignation and genuine fear. "That is what he is. A lunatic, a nutcase, a genuine wacko." Dr. Sinclair adjusted his glasses, offering a sympathetic, professional nod. He was used to the complaints of landlords and neighbors. He took notes with a steady hand. "Please, continue, Mrs. Milligan," he urged, his voice calm and reassuring. "Uncle Edgar is always looking for things," she continued, her words tumbling out in a rush of frustration. "Things like 3 paper clips or a chrome coat hanger, or 1 patent leather tap shoe. He rummages through trash cans. He goes to garbage dumps. He is always bothering my other tenants. One day it is bicycle spokes, then it is baseball cards. And who do the tenants complain to? Yours truly. He will not let anybody into his apartment, not even his own niece. All that junk he is collecting, it is a fire trap. He could hurt himself, and other people, namely me. He needs your help." Dr. Sinclair scribbled a note, his brow furrowing slightly. It sounded like a textbook case of hoarding, combined with a touch of obsessive-compulsive disorder. But he had heard the stories.